You say you love me, but I don't think that is true. It's all for you.
So, boom, bam, pop, pow. You know what I'm saying? Back at it again. I know I said the one with Savage was in the making for a minute, but man, this one has really been in the making for a minute, man. Yo, how you feeling, man? What's up?
Man, I'm alright, man. You know, another day, another dollar,
I,
man.
I feel you, man. I feel you, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's just jump straight into this, man. So, oh wait, but one more thing though. So I mentioned this in law, but like I said, there's always certain people in PND that know each other in certain areas. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about us. So you know where you from, man?
Niggas know where I'm from the big A. Niggas know Edna, you know, man. Gary, Indiana.
Oh
You
shit.
know how niggas come in.
Word, word, word. All right, man. So what was it like growing up out there, man?
I mean, it was alright, to be honest. Like, growing up out here was real cool. I didn't realize how bad the area I was in until I got to high school, you know?
Word, word, word. Like what was
You
going on
know?
out there? Like
Like,
shootings? Or...
I mean, yeah, like, yeah, it was shootings and stuff. Even growing up, it was always shooting, but I never looked at it like that, you know?
Nah, it
Bros,
did,
bros,
bro.
get the fuck out, bro. I didn't realize how bad it was until I got to high school and realized like other people outlooks of the area I'm from. But personally, it was fine, you know. It was- I just feel like it was any normal childhood.
No, oh no, but oh yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, yo, like, was there cause you said it wasn't really that bad. Like, what was going on out there, like, at the time.
I mean, when I was younger, yeah, I remember like, yeah, I remember shoot offs and stuff, and I remember certain people I hang out with and the gangs they was a part of, and like you know, it's been times I watch people get jumped. It's been times I seen people get robbed. It's been times I know about people like who got shot and stuff ain't got shit to do with me. So it's just like it's it's only bad if you make it bad, man. You know.
Okay, okay, okay. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. So like, did you like just mainly just stay to yourself?
I mean, for a while, yeah. I wouldn't say like exactly like that. Yeah, it was people I hung out with, but it's not like I hung out with everybody in the hood. Maybe like mainly two or three people type shit.
Okay,
But like
okay,
everybody knew each other out here, so I wouldn't say like I stayed to myself like that.
okay, okay. So so like let's kick jump it, cause like I've said before, I know Eclipse, Flash, and Nexus in real life. You know what I'm saying? But me and Peezy don't
Mm-hmm.
know each other in real life. But like know each other for a hot minute though. How did
Long
me and you
ass minute.
meet?
I mean, you met
Yeah,
like on the platform we met,
yeah.
or like nigga, you know, small worlds.
Word,
You know,
word.
little old
I'm
computer
gonna put it up on
game.
the screen right now. I'm about to
R.I.P.
talk about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. You
Hmm.
know, you don't know what small worlds is. It's like I'm sure everybody played, you know, IMVU at some point, or motherfucking Hollywood Stars, you know, all those games. It's just, or Sims, like, it's just a game like that, but it's small worlds, you know? It's just, you really feel like you're in your small world. Everybody got their own shit, their own little avatar. You got their own house. You can invite people over. You know, you can have parties and shit on there, invite everybody to your party. Or you can, like, go to a hotel on there, or like a pizzeria. It was, like, literally like a small world.
Or
Just
how'd you find out
know
about it?
about Uh, you know, one day I just came from baseball practice with my nigga Raymond. You know, I was over his house. You know, he was in the basement. I'm like, hey, what you playing, bro? He's like, you know, this is a game called Small Worlds. You know, y'all should really play it. He was on his computer. I'm like, shit, all right, let me see. Like, right then and there, you know, he logged out his stuff, made me an account, and then, you know, it started in his basement. Ever since then, I never turned back.
All right, so
I was like 10.
when I first met you on that game, you were an introvert on a game like that wasn't really
Introvert.
yeah, and that's not something you really see, like, you know what I'm saying, like, or like that. Were you an introvert in real life too at the
I
time?
mean, yeah, you can put it like that. Like, at time you wouldn't catch me going up to somebody trying to make new friends. Like, if you wanted to be my friend, you wanted to talk to me, you had to come up and talk to me. And it's not
Um,
like I was a mean person or something. It just wasn't my type.
why do you think you was like that? I'm not saying nothing wrong with it,
Cause
but
at the end of
yeah.
no, I'm just like, cause to be honest, like friendships is like it's not something that's a must need. At the end of the day, you can have them. I can, and at the point in time, it's like I already have my friendship. It's like friends was never something I would seek. It's never like I woke up in the morning like, oh, I need some friends, or I really want some friends. That was never something I cared about. So I never cared about if times I was alone, if I was just sitting here while everybody else talking. Like nigga, I'm just doing me. And if somebody want to be my friend, that's cool. We can be friends, but not like I'm gonna chase after somebody for it.
You feel like you always had that mindset, or like was it ever like something that like made you turn towards it?
Uh, I want to say I always had that mindset. Yeah, I always had that mindset. Even growing up, I never was like a people person. It's like my mom always taught me to speak to everyone we go in the room. And even though she taught me that, I never like doing that because I'm not the type of person like to speak to everybody.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's talk about like more so growing up. I remember you like you told me that like that you had like anger issues at a certain point in time,
Yeah, type
right?
shit.
Um, like
hmm
what do you like where do you think like that came from?
I think that just came from immaturity of like just letting everything get to me and just
Okay.
feel like I have to react to everything. I think that's more just like an immature stage, you know?
Okay, so it was just like a like just like as you get older, just like you just like learn not to let just like
Yeah, cause like
like stuff bother you that much. And
you right, like you get older, you just realize like, wow, what's the point of me getting mad? What am I going to gain from me getting mad? Is this
yeah.
really going to bring a change? It's just going to stress me out more. It's just going to get me in more trouble. So what's the point? Like every action doesn't deserve a reaction type shit.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about how did you get into playing the game?
Ooh, how I got into playing. I all I can say is, I mean, when I was young, I played like games and stuff. I used to have a little Sega Genesis, a little PlayStation One, a little Game Boy and stuff. But I didn't say really got like real serious until I got my Xbox 360. My parents just bought it for me one day on Christmas, and I remember that exact game it came with. That motherfucker came with Kung Fu Panda. I don't know if y'all know about that shit, but that shit a hit. I used to be on that bitch 24/7, and I used to fuck with computer games too. So it's like, just always been on my mental.
You had a you so first was a no, it was the Sega Genesis. That's what you had first.
My very first game,
Yeah,
yeah, I want to say Sega Genesis, yeah,
and you had a PlayStation
I
also.
believe, yeah, PlayStation One.
What games was you playing on there?
I don't. I honestly can't tell you. I just remember me having it, but I don't remember 'cause I was so young at the time when I had it, so I can't
Okay.
remember exactly what games.
So then you ended up getting a 360 later on, and then so that you said
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
was
yeah.
like a game changer for you. You started like what game was like what was the big game on there?
After like, that's when I first got a Kung Fu Panda. Like I was on Kung Fu Panda heavy.
That and that was just like a single player game, right?
Yeah, it actually was. But at the time, it's like I didn't really trip too much about Xbox Live. I was still young and stuff. I don't think my parents got me Xbox Live right off the bat.
Okay, and then what'd you get into later on?
After Kung Fu Panda,
Yeah.
after that, I just man, literally everything. For I used to have no cap when it came to 360. I want to say I had over 150 games, all in disc. Like
In
games
disc?
called Big Bump, man. Yeah, all of them.
Like how often was you going to GameStop?
Whenever my parents would go to Walmart,
Oh,
because GameStop was right by Walmart. Every time I go to GameStop, like no cap, every time I stop there, I at least get 5 games. Like I'm walking out with at least five
was
games
it
every
like
time.
used? Like the used ones in giant?
Yeah, like sometimes, like yeah, it wasn't always brand new games. It was just like I was younger. I just wanted any game. Sometimes it'd be used, sometimes it'd be new, pre-owned. It's just
Yeah.
whatever game I found interesting, I get it.
Yeah, you was having a blast, man. You was down.
Yeah,
Um,
man, living a life.
I feel you. And then so then later on, later on after that, man, like just when you got like Xbox Live and whatnot.
Yeah, like once I got Xbox Live, that's when I started like really getting into the like. That's when I got heavy into shooting games like Modern Warfare,
Okay.
Black Ops. Like I got into those heavy. No cap, I stayed on those 24/7. I don't
Okay.
really switch games no more after I got those games.
Yeah.
I felt like I found my home.
So like the yeah the big shooting game that was for all of us around the time, just me, you, and everybody else. It was Black Ops 2 and all that, you know.
Yeah, nothing but good memories, man.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Just how did you how did you get your quick scoping skills up back then, man? Like, what was you?
Listen, I don't even know, man. I was just young and everything was like a sponge to me. So
Oh
I don't even
damn.
know, man. I couldn't even tell you.
Oh, you was
It's
just
like I see everybody else doing. I'm like, shit, ain't nothing
yeah,
hard about
bro.
tapping
You
LT
was
than pushing
you
RT.
was black scoping, bro. Like
Yeah, I
it's
was black scoping, man. I was really into that, man. I was deep into it, man. It's
okay.
like I felt like I was part of the phase. I felt like I was that nigga.
So you used to watch Phase and none, or you just
Uh,
saying?
yeah. I
Oh,
did. Not heavy, not heavy. But I used to watch like every now and then.
okay.
Get my skills up.
So what's your like just growing up until now? Like, who was your favorite artist?
My favorite artist growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up before like I really got into music deep, it used to be like Big Sean and Montana 300. But then like when I really started fucking with
Big
music,
Sean.
so yeah, man, I'm already knowing. But
Oh
nah,
yeah.
it's that nigga G
G
Herbo and Young
Herbo.
Pappy, R.I.P. Yeah,
G Herbo and Young
nigga,
Pappy.
he a goat. Yeah, man, he would have
Okay.
been a goat if he was still around.
What about now?
Now,
Like yeah.
still G Herbo and Young Pappy, and I
Oh.
fuck with my nigga on Peezy too.
Oh.
Can't forget my nigga on Peezy.
Okay. All right. I was gonna What do you think is like there's probably like way too many, but like if you had to like narrow it down to like one, what do you think like is the best song you ever heard type, or like even like or childhood or whatever, like that song just always like put you in a good vibe, like
Uh, Young Pappy Savages.
okay, what was he talking about in that song?
You 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 uh you want to like recite some of this shit, man?
Yeah, yeah, just say like some lines or whatever that he said. Like did you
Uh,
like with those lines did you like did you like could you like relate to it like type like that's what made it like
some of the lines I can relate to it,
all right
but
so
I'm not gonna say a whole lot of it.
yeah
It just
what
gave
was
me good
what was
vibes.
he saying?
He said, nigga, I got clout, so you better watch your mouth, cause I got a couple hitters up south. Like, come on now. And then folks said some shit like, they'll pop up at you. Wait, how the fuck it go? Folks, alright, nigga, I got clout, so you better watch your mouth, cause I got a couple niggas up south who'll pop up at a nigga crib and they already in, like, you gotta set the keys to your house. Like, come on, say that shit not hard. Come on now. That
I'm
shit give
over
me
here thinking that
tea.
you was gonna like it was gonna be like some emotional shit. I didn't even know it was just like just straight drill. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I said I can't relate to all of it.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I fuck with a couple emotional songs, but like that's always like my top song, man. Whether I'm emotional or not, that shit get me right.
Oh, okay. So what do you how'd you get into like anime?
Uh, I want to say when I was younger, I watched the anime and like it really hit my heart because like I realized a lot of animes got like a lot of life lessons in them and shit. Like ever since then, I just been watching animes. If I'm in a bad mood, I'll find like a sad anime to watch and I'll get a life lesson from it. It's just like I don't know, I just feel like this shit really helps sometimes.
Okay, so like what was like the big animes you like got into like when you first started watching? And how old were you?
Mm, I'll probably say around this time, Small World's time too. I'll probably say like around 9, 10. You talking about like I was
You was
like
playing Small Worlds
by
at 9 and 10?
at 10. At 10. I was
And
when Small World's at 10.
I didn't meet you until you were 13.
I want to say you met me like when I was like 12.
Oh, no, wait. 12.
Well, I don't even think that long to be honest. I want to say maybe 11. I wasn't playing
Nah.
Small Worlds for too long when I met you. I
Cause
wasn't playing Small Worlds for too long at all when I met you. It might have been a while since we got close. When we got close, I was probably a little bit older.
yeah. Okay. My bad. So yeah, so you were like 9 and so like what was like
Yeah, man, I was
the big animes that you was watching and whatnot?
Naruto and Dragon Ball Z go without saying, because
Mhm.
that was all around. But the main one I'd say is an anime called Angel Beats.
Okay.
And that was pretty much like the main one around that time. I was just watching something called Surgeon Frog too. But It's a lot of animes I was watching. I just can't remember it because of all the things I do.
Okay. So like, so if anybody, so hypothetically speaking, right? Like, if any
Hmm.
friend that you had, me for example, if anybody wanted to give you, if anybody asked you for an anime recommendation, like you got the hookups.
Ask me. It depends. If
Mm.
they ask me just personally, just like just anything, like they ask me like just anything, of course I can get mad at me. But they like want something, like they're looking for something specific, and I try to go off what they want, off their needs, and recommend an anime. I don't know,
Mm.
because sometimes it's not exactly what I recommend. It's not exactly what they want, so sometimes they're not fucking with it. And everybody feels different about anime. There's different types of animes out there,
Okay. You
so
think
it's like,
you think people who watch dub is like a disgrace?
like you okay. The one thing with dub is it sounds ugly, and a lot of sometimes the words gets changed up. Only time I watch dub is when I'm eating, or not even when I'm eating. To be honest, only time I'm watching dub pretty much is like when I'm playing the game. But without dub, like without me playing the game, like I'm on sub 24/7. And to be honest, the people that watch dub, I just feel like you can't read. You just can't read fast enough. To be honest,
What? That's how you feel?
I just
But what
yeah,
if
I feel like you
people?
can't read fast enough.
Okay, but why would you prefer watching in sub when you have to stare at subtitles when there's dub and you could hear what they're saying like and then it's English like.
Because, all right, if you can watch dub, right?
Hmm.
Then I say you watch dub and you get in an argument with somebody that watched the same anime and watched it in sub. Some things you say will be inaccurate and you will lose that combo because you watched it in dub. It's just like certain like words get changed around in dub too. You
So
know what I'm saying?
okay, but it's just like they're just like wording things different. It's not like it's but like a whole different storyline or
Yeah,
something like.
and it's ugly and it sounds different. It just sounds different and just trying to match up the words
So
with
you would
the
rather look at something
animations.
different than rather something that sounds different.
I mean, it doesn't look different. It's just words. That's all. It
Exactly,
doesn't
it's
look different.
words. Wouldn't you rather hear it? Like, wouldn't you think that like the
Not
sub
if
is
it
the weird one?
only if it's going to be accurate. No, because it started off in Japanese. So why would it sound weird in Japanese? That's where it started off. It sounds weird in English because they tried to copy Japanese. That's why I just leave everything in sub and that's fine.
You think that that like America should like start making like animes, like more animes, like Avatar: The Last
No,
Airbender?
no,
Why
no,
not? Why not?
no. Maybe back when I was younger they could, but now, nigga, you see the new cartoons and shit now? No, they will mess that up so badly. It would not be good. It would not be
Avatar: The
good at
Last
all.
Airbender was good.
Yeah, back then, like if Avatar: The Last Airbender never exists and they tried to make that now, I promise you it would look way different with a way different storyline. Just because of what's going on with the world and how they trying to make a change come.
So it was all about timing when dropping that anime.
I'm not saying timing. I'm just saying back then, around the time in America, back then they could have pulled off the anime thing. But
What
now,
was
like
going
the
on
way
back
they,
then?
like you see, the cartoons back then were better than they are now. It's like they put more thought into the cartoons. They put more heart and passion in the cartoons
Oh,
than
are
they
you
do
saying
now.
because like cartoons
Now
aren't
it's
really
just all
popular
jokes and
nowadays?
stuff.
Like
Yeah,
nowadays,
like
like
it's not
TV
how they
shows
used to
in
be.
general. Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
never how they used to be. That's what I'm saying. Like
Okay,
they gonna
but
mess it up.
all
Like
right,
how they
forget
did
about like
15
TV. What
times.
about just like putting an anime on Netflix or Hulu or something?
I mean,
You still don't think it would hit?
yeah, they can do it. It's a couple of them will hit. Cause a couple of American animes I've seen, Netflix original animes that I've seen that's pretty good.
What do you think is the
I
difference
ain't gonna
between
say they're gonna come as hard.
what do you think is the difference
Hmm?
between American animes and Japanese animes?
They're different lifestyles. Japanese lifestyle is way different than American lifestyle. So of course their animation is gonna be different. How they had lifestyles and their anime is gonna be different. Like the way they have Japanese high school setups in anime and stuff. They don't have that setup like in
They
American
had that in
anime.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Where they had the high school setup? No, they did not.
Yeah, they did. Remember when Aang had when he pretended to be a firebender, and then we went to that one school,
See. Let's.
and it was
That's not what
kneeling
I'm
down at their
talking about.
desk.
That's not what I'm talking about. If you watch like a lot of animes, a lot of the high schools are very independent, like it's college. A lot of those high school students are not with their moms and not. They all can pick their class. They all go out for lunch and shit. It's like you've seen how high schools are in Japanese anime. Well, you probably don't. You probably haven't.
No.
But it's like if you watch a Japanese anime in high school and look about how high school is in America, you would not get the same feeling.
Nigga,
You
but
would know it
Avatar:
would
The
be
Last
exactly
Airbender was
different.
just like a Japanese high school. Nigga, they was kneeling down at their desk, and then when the teacher came in, they like they bowed and whatnot. Like, isn't that what they
That's
do?
not what I am talking about. No, because see, you don't watch enough anime, so you couldn't understand. You haven't seen enough animes with high schools in it.
Okay, so
Like you
so
haven't
other
seen
ones
animes when
besides
the
Avatar:
main character is in
Last
high
Airbender is
school,
different. Like, it's just like other ones besides that.
or like the other animes by America.
Yeah.
I mean, no, like I said, they got a couple good animes from America. I'm just saying the reason why they would be different is because the lifestyle isn't different. The lifestyle is different from American than it is in Japanese.
So,
That's why I say the animes would be different.
so
Would be
do you
different.
like the lifestyle in Japan more than over here?
I don't. I couldn't say that because I've never been to Japan and lived there. I can't just go based off of motherfucking anime or shit I seen.
All right. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Let's switch gears because that was a pretty long topic. I don't know. I just coming off stuff with it. So what's the time in your life that you could go back to if you wanted to?
So if I can go back any time in my life, which time would I go back to?
Yeah.
Probably like seventh, eighth grade.
Why?
I don't know, just school in seventh, eighth grade was just very fun to me. It's like I went to school, I had fun, yeah, and I did my work. But everybody in my class was friends. Like my whole class got along type shit. We was all goofing around. We all like had different days. Like different days we'll do different games type shit. And this shit we all came up as like as students and shit. It's not like a school event. It's like what we doing in our class type shit.
Okay.
It was just fun back then. I remember nothing but good memories back then. Small Wars was popping back then. I was like, come on, I get on Small Wars. You know how it was back then and shit too. It was nothing but good memories, man.
Okay. So touching on the good memories part. What was your favorite childhood show?
My favorite childhood show,
Yeah.
Blue Dragon.
Blue Dragon. I think you told me about that before.
Yeah, I did. And it's kind of like an anime too, to be honest.
Really. What was it on? Like what TV network? Like channel? I mean.
I don't remember, but I know it wasn't like on some like Cartoon Network or nothing. I know it wasn't on that, but I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you to be honest.
Okay. So do you no, actually no, before I even ask that. So like what's your top 3 favorite foods?
Top three favorite foods:
Yeah, it'll go from 3 to 1.
lasagna. Uh, well, number three fried chicken. Number two bacon. Number one lasagna.
Really? I don't
Yes, sir.
I don't ever remember you putting lasagna at number 1. Is this something new?
No, I've been no, like recently. A lot of people been asking what's my favorite food, and I've been saying lasagna.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
All right, so do you believe in the Illuminati and government controls certain things and aliens?
Uh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Um, like so, like what are the certain things like you believe in that and why?
Certain things hmm. Now, all right, I'll start off with aliens. I believe in aliens because some of the things back then, back in ancient times, some of the things that's built, like pyramids and stuff like that, and like just some of those things just doesn't seem like it was possible by with the knowledge they had back then and there. And like I watch a lot of videos and stuff, and just like a lot of times, like people like they were saying back then they would have drawings and stuff, and they was drawing aliens and stuff. And it came to me, someone's like said something real good. People don't just draw things. Back then, people drew what they saw. 'Cause, you know, like people they saw buffalo, so they drew buffaloes on the wall and shit. So if you see aliens on the wall, wouldn't you think, okay, they drew this because they seen this? It's just some of the things they used to worship. They probably even like used to worship the aliens. And like one civilization, they would literally shape their heads like aliens as babies to mimic aliens because they used to worship them. And that's like just certain things, just a lot of proof. But I don't really think they're kind of from space. I don't think they're from space in a way.
Okay. All right. So and then also like the government, like they say like
With the Illuminati and government,
yeah.
yeah, because like I just know it's more stuff just going on. I can't really give solid evidence about it, but it's just like I just have a feeling there's something way more going on than what we think it is. Because like the way how the world is set up, it's just like certain events and stuff is just it just doesn't make sense, you know? It's like it's way more, and it's even groups. Like I don't know if you ever heard like the Masons or something.
No.
Like even like groups like that, like Masons is a secret. It's a secretive group. My dad's in it. He told me he don't. My dad doesn't tell me anything about it. He said if I get caught wearing like any of their merchandise without being a Mason, I can get beat up and get that shit stolen. And he said that the Masons really, they really run the world, like secretly run the world, and you can't join until you're 21.
So
Like just things like that, you know.
so you think that there's something big that's coming soon, like so that's why
I, w-
like
I wouldn't say coming soon. I wouldn't even say coming soon. But yeah, maybe something big is going on. The way shit going on now, people would say something big is coming soon. You know, if you look up what's going on with the world, people would say
so
something big is
you
coming
think that
soon.
things that are like going on right now is like distractions, like like for example like the coronavirus, 6ix9ine, George Floyd.
You know, I don't honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to fully say. I can't say if they're distractions because some people are actually like dying from this, and it's actually really like a serious situation.
How do you feel about the
So I wouldn't necessarily.
oh sorry my friend, go ahead.
Oh no, I was pretty much finished.
Oh, all right. But how do you feel about the George Floyd situation?
I mean, I feel like it's honestly it's around that time that the people are doing like it's around that time for them to make a stand because even before then, people should have been doing this. It's just that was just the cut of a line. It's just the way the police are treating black people and shit. It's just, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like every police officer I ran into like is a dick and shit and they racist and shit. Cause you know I met some cool ass police officers and shit, but like the majority, I'm not gonna say even majority, just one bad apple rules the bunch. Like how they look at black people, even though like maybe a couple of us might be violent or something, they label all black people as that. And so that's what's happening to the police race. One of y'all is back, so now everybody's getting labeled as that. And now it's time to take a stand for it. Cause now the way it seems, it really seems like they're just killing black people without any remorse. It just like without any remorse or mercy, and it just seems like nothing's happening about it. Like no penalties, is nothing.
So you think that so do you think that like rioting is like the right way to go about it?
At this point, I'm not gonna say it's the right way to go about it, but I'm not gonna judge it either because it's been previous times in history we've been trying to go about this way too many different ways. We've been trying to go about this different ways and shit, and nothing's really working. So at this point, if it's nothing working, it's if you resort to violence, then yeah, I'm not for violence, but hey, nothing's working, and you gotta get your voice somehow. Like closed mouths don't get fed, so we gotta make motherfuckers hear us type shit.
But do you think that that'll make a difference?
Do I think it'll make a difference?
Yeah.
No, regardless, I don't think anything will make a difference. I don't think no matter what we do, I don't think anything will make a difference.
Like so you think like no matter what like the world is probably gonna like just still be the same, like it'll still be the same like police brutality and like just racism and all of that.
Only, yeah, but like pretty much, yeah. Like it might be a little change, but like at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be any major changes. I don't think people are going to get what they're expecting. The world everybody's wishing, the world that everybody wants, to be honest, is not possible, and it's not, and it's never going to happen, in my opinion.
True. Fair. Okay. All right. But do you think that like I'm not saying like anything to be perfect, but like do you think that there's anything that could like make it like more peaceful. You know what I'm trying to say?
Uh, that can make it more peaceful.
Yeah.
Like to me, like just make the world as a thing or like as a country
Yeah, as a
peaceful.
whole, like yeah.
No, no, I can't see it.
Oh, interesting. Alright.
Because to be honest, peace was thrown away a long time ago.
Um. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's So like, where do you where did it start? Like, where do you think it started?
To be honest, even
If you talk about
if I'm gonna
Bible.
be real, way back, yeah, yeah, even when we were way back with the Bible, the moment Adam and Eve committed that sin, God even said, okay, He's gonna give us free will. We can do whatever we want. So sin was involved into the world. You know, all these different feelings and emotions was brought into the world. Individuality was brought into the world, and just because of that by itself, I feel like nothing will actually be 100% peaceful. It's too many people, too many own thoughts, too many own individuals to get the idea of peace that people want.
Yeah. But like, where do you but where do you think like the violence and all that stuff really comes from? Because I would personally say that one of the biggest things right now is like racism. But like even back, I mean, if we want to talk about like the Bible stories and whatnot, like remember when they said like there used to be like giant men and whatnot, and they used to like bully like the little people, and then God created the flood
Mm,
to get rid of them and all that. So
yeah,
like where do you like damn I low key didn't even, I low key forgot what I was gonna I'm gonna have to edit this video a lot. What did I look you forgot where I was going with that.
but why do people act the way they do?
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. So like, because even back then with the big people and saying like there was bullying little people and all that. Like, why do you think like
hmm
that type of stuff is like? Why do you think like that's happening? Like, why did that happen? Or
because I think it's like I don't want to say human nature, but I just want to say like like everybody's mindset's different.
mm-hmm.
You know, people want everything. People want power, and if people like once they get power, they get corrupted from it. They just want more from it. And everybody wants this, everybody wants that, everybody wants more of this, everybody wants, oh, you got this amount, okay, I want more than what you got. Oh, you don't got this, I want this. It's just everybody wants everything, people won't share.
all right, so basically you're saying that like people are not content with what they have.
Right.
Okay.
And just a lot of pride too. People just got a lot of pride.
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah. So all right. So what's going on in your life right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
nothing really, just honestly just nothing. Just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm finna do with my life and shit. How the fuck I'm gonna get myself out this slump. Just
You said you're going to college soon, right? Or
yeah, I plan to sign back up for
yeah.
college. Yeah.
All right. All right. What were you what were you doing? Uh,
What you mean?
I mean, well, because you said you're signing back. Like, what were you doing, or like, are you? It's the same thing you're gonna like pursue, right?
I don't know yet. I've been thinking about it, but I haven't came up with an answer yet.
Okay.
As right now, I would say yes,
All right. All right.
but I'm not 100% sure about it.
So what right now? What would be a perfect day for you?
What would be a perfect day for me?
Yeah.
So, like, what's my idea of a perfect, like, my idea,
Yeah.
like,
Your
right now with
perfect
my
day.
life going on right now, what would be perfect right now?
Yeah.
Uh, Probably, honestly, if I can just sleep the whole day away.
Sleep the
Yeah,
whole
to be
day.
honest, yeah. Yeah, that would be perfect, honestly.
Um. Do you think like life is like moving slow for you right now?
Uh, I wouldn't say for me. I just feel like just in like I just feel like life's moving slow in general, just because what's going on right now.
Mm.
I
So,
wouldn't say it's moving slow for me.
um, is it because like just like right now like it's just like a waiting period, like
Like for my life is right now,
yeah.
just a waiting period. No. If I can title of my life right now, like the story of my life right now, I would title it Restore. I would just title it Restore. Restore and
Restore.
build. Yeah, I'm
Um,
just like trying to restore myself, trying to get back to how I was.
how are you before?
I was just about nothing. I never really let nothing bother me. I was like happy. I can be content with just myself. I knew things that made me happy. I knew what made me happy.
So what took away
I
from
knew
that?
how to be happy. Uh, I wouldn't say what took away from that. I want to say a mistake that I made that I guess you can say smoking. No, I guess you can say smoking if you put it like that. Yeah, smoking.
Oh, um,
But that's just more too. But that's just like the main reason why I can't be happy now. I would blame smoking on it.
like cause it was like an addiction, or
Not because of that, just because I feel like I started smoking too soon. I started smoking before I started smoking before I went through any troubles in life. Before I really went through any obstacles in life, I started smoking. And because of that, I never realized how to deal with those obstacles and those feelings without smoking. So I didn't teach myself how to deal with these things without smoking because I started too soon. I never had to sit down and like grieve over something as myself, just me being sober. While everything in life was still happy, still going good, I started smoking. When I should have waited when life was going bad to start smoking.
okay. So so you think it's like a problem, like even now?
Me smoking?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like now, yeah. Yeah, it's probably like just me just not doing things. Just me being lazy, yeah.
Um, like so if you say that like it's a problem, like are you are you ready to give that up, or like
No, I'm not ready to give it up yet.
how come?
That's what I've been working on. Because like I've been doing it so much and so often for so long now. It feels like a lifestyle. Like I said, because I've been doing it so long, I haven't learned how to deal with my problems and my emotions without being high.
Okay.
So I'm not used to feeling like that.
Okay, so yeah, so you so it's feel like 'cause since you were doing it from very young age, so it feels like something like you kind of like it's like something like you train yourself to like always do, like not like without knowing, like you know what I mean, like that's something that you just train yourself to do.
Yeah, like if something go wrong, it's just automatically pop in my head. Damn, I need a blunt.
Okay.
It's,
Do you think you'll cause like I said, cause if it continues to like be a problem and whatnot, like do you think like you could ever like want to stop?
do I think I'll ever want to stop?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not like I don't want to stop now. It's just I don't have the will to stop right now. I'm not taking the initiative to stop. But yeah, yeah. Every day I still like tell myself like, okay, I need to stop. And my plan is to stop when I go to college because I'm going to go to college in a different city this time. So I won't be home and I won't have a weed man to
Oh.
buy the weed from.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Now because it's like some people like some people smoking like they're cool, like they don't really got no problems, like they just you know like
What you mean?
like like there's certain like even certain people that I knew or whatever like that, like they used to smoke and whatnot, and like they never like said it was like a problem for them, like how do you think like it was like it's a problem for you, because I'm pretty sure that like it's problems for like, other people too, but I'm just saying like for the people who it doesn't really affect, like how come you think that like like it doesn't affect them, but like it affects you.
As in like why I can't stop doing it.
Yeah, cause like you said, like you said, it's like it was a problem. So what, like, why would it be like? Why do you think it'd be like a problem for you, but like not for other people?
I think it has to do with the neighborhood you grew up in and how much you're doing it.
Oh, okay.
Cause like I say I smoke a lot, but do you like you know me for a while, so
Yeah.
I guess you kind of understand how much I smoke, but like a lot, and it's been like this since I was like 14, 15.
So so you think it's about like how much you smoke?
Yeah, like how much you smoke, and honestly, the your state and which state you in when you smoke. Like, okay, let's say I'm happy and stuff, right? And I just like, okay, I'm happy. Well, I'm just gonna smoke. All right, that's fine. But let's say I'm sad, right? I'm like, oh, I'm sad. I want to go smoke. That's a problem because like that's at that point it's like a crutch. It's okay if you like just you can just smoke just to smoke if you start off like that, but you don't want to start off smoking because you're trying to escape something or you're trying to escape a feeling. You know what I mean?
Okay, oh, okay. So whenever you felt like an emotion or something like that, like something you were dealing with at the moment, like you're saying that like you never like really faced it and then just went to just smoking.
Right, because before I really started dealing with problems, I was already smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So I never learned how to deal with those problems without the smoke.
Okay, so is it still like that now or
Uh, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say it like that. No,
okay?
that's not. It's different though.
Why do you think you were like that though? Like whatever situation you were in, like whatever you like had to deal with, like how come you feel like you try to like ignore it instead of like facing it and like accepting it for what it is?
Instead of accepting it for what it is,
Yeah.
because whether I accept it or not isn't going to change my feelings. Isn't going to change how I feel whether I accept it or not.
You don't think so?
And yeah, like I can accept something and it's still and not even that. Just accepting something isn't as easy as people make it seem.
Okay.
And some people conscious work a lot different. Some people get more negative thoughts than other people. Some people aren't good with controlling their thoughts and what they think. And I was one of those people I never really control like with controlling my thoughts.
Okay. So do you say like you overthink things or
Yes, I overthink things a lot. And I got a lot better over the time, but around the time I always overthink like way too much.
okay? I mean, yeah, people are different. I mean, I could say that. I feel you on that one. All right, so let's switch up the gears for a second. So, all right, so I asked Savage this question, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask you too. So, where do you uh, so when you first meet a girl, like what do you like look for in them, like or like what do you like? Yeah, yeah. What do you look for basically? Like what do you look for in them?
When I first meet a girl, what I look for?
Yeah.
Right off the back, I want to say mindset, personality mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't be with someone whose personality isn't. I can't be with someone who doesn't like. I just can't. If their personality is not something I like, I can't be with them. And a
So,
lot of girls, a lot of times their personality is messed up and their mindset isn't right.
can you give an example?
Like with girls, a lot of times they don't like to be wrong, and that can be so toxic. That can be so toxic. Being with a girl that doesn't like to be wrong or doesn't see when she's wrong. Because of that, if she doesn't see when she's wrong, that means you're always going to see yourself as wrong. And that's just not good. If you're always seeing yourself as wrong, you're seeing negative on yourself. And you just don't want to put yourself with something like that.
I I
You want to put yourself in that type of
I
situation.
cannot disagree with you on that at all. I can't disagree with you. That is
See?
100% true. And so
Right.
you got personality down. Uh so like you what would be some conversation starters you would try to do to see like where their heads at?
To see where her head is at.
Yeah.
Well, one thing with me is I'm a question man. I not scared to ask questions. I would ask every question, and if a lot of times girls like get a problem like, okay, I've ran into girls I'll ask them questions like, oh my god, like why you keep asking me questions like, all right, so pretty much if I run into a girl, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm asking a question, but the way I'm looking at how they're gonna react to it. Like let's say I ask a girl like, okay, how's your day? If she just hit me with an all good, good, what about you? Good, how about you? Automatically out the get go, I'm losing interest because that's you don't know how to, like you can't start a conversation or hold a conversation. Now depends on the girl. If I ask her how your day going, she be like, "Oh, it's good. I went to this. I got my nails done." But somebody like made me mad or something, or like this happens. My mom did that. But how your day was? Now, if she replies like that, that gives me interest. That gives me like you have a personality. You can talk.
Man.
Like you can hold a
Man,
convo.
you just nailed that. Oh my god, you just
You
nailed
see?
that.
You see?
You just nailed that, man. I,
Hmm.
I feel you. Like
Hmm.
100%. I agree with you. Like I 100%, 100%. So, all right. So, you're in the talking phase with a girl, whatever, like that. Would you ever take her out on a date?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Word.
Wait, in
So,
the talking phase with a girl?
yeah,
I mean, yeah, but it depends on how much I like her and
yeah,
how
like,
she's
yeah,
acting
yeah,
towards
for
me.
sure, for sure, for sure. Like, yeah, you vibing with her. Like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, where would you take her?
Uh, I don't know. That's one thing I also need to work on as myself, as like coming up with plans. Honestly, I wouldn't know because I would think I would be so worried about taking her accidentally to the wrong place and she doesn't like it. Like I would be too worried about that to think of a place. That's why I would ask her like where she want to go. That's why with conversations like off the back. Matter of fact, off the back, I would take her to a place she would like. Because if it's somebody I'm talking to, I would know what places she like. Because I would ask already. Oh, what's your favorite place to eat? What's your favorite food? So depending on what she say, I will go there. And that's where the questions come along again, like to know certain things like that.
Okay, I don't think that's a bad thing though. So like, let's just say, I mean, I guess this would never happen because you said you would have asked. But just for the question, I'm gonna just say, like, what if you didn't know what type of food like she really liked or anything like that? You think you think that? So say if you took her to man, I don't know, like just some like a Chinese spot or buffet or I guess whatever, right? And then she, you take her there and whatnot, and then she's just like, yeah, like I don't like Chinese food and whatnot. Like you're gonna feel you're gonna feel like bad about that.
Yeah, because if I'm taking you on a date, I'm taking you on a date for you to enjoy.
Yeah,
And like if you're somebody I like, I'm already enjoying being with you in the first place. So honestly, I wouldn't care where we go as long as I'm with you.
yeah.
So now it's just the fact on whether you enjoy yourself or not. I don't know if you feel the same way if you just enjoy being with me. So I'm just automatically gonna assume you're getting your joy from the place that you like to be at or place you like the food at.
Wait, what? Bro, I low key lost you, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, all right, all right. So like if I'm with a girl,
Okay.
the reason I'm caring about whether she likes the place or not is because if we're going on a date, well, I'm going on this date for your happiness,
Why not for
for
why not
her
for the both of your
happiness.
happiness?
Because I'm happy regardless just being with her. I'm happy regardless just being with her. If it's somebody I'm fucking with, I'm happy regardless. I
Okay.
don't care if we go somewhere where I don't like. As long as I'm with you, I'm happy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now at that point, that's why. And I don't know if a girl would feel that same way about me. I don't know if she would be happy just being with me or not. And I'm not going to jump a conclusion and say she is. So because of that, I'm going based off her happiness, like based on what make her happy. I'm going on her favorite food restaurants.
Okay.
Cause let's say she doesn't enjoy being with me, and I also go to a place that she doesn't like eating at. That's two things right off the back she doesn't really enjoy. It's just like just kind of thoughtful. Make sure
Yeah.
make sure
I
she
feel
has
you.
a good time.
But what if she like starts complaining like, "Oh my god, I cannot believe you really took me to this Chinese spots," and she just start bitching? Like you like
Hmm.
what would you do?
and she took me like if I took this much like and you said she could start bitching about it.
Yeah, like I can't believe you took me
Like
here.
how
Da da
like
da. Like, like who eats Chinese? I don't know. It's like just whatever. I don't know.
I'm asking for the check, and then we're just gonna go. At that moment, my conversation is gonna it. It really depends on like how rude she comes at me saying it. It really depends on how she says it. If she comes at me rude about it, I'm asking for the check, and my conversation is gonna get dull. At that point, I'm losing interest now because you just it's ways to say you don't like a place
Oh, okay.
and stuff, you know.
Okay. All right. So do you think? So do you think that the man is supposed to pay for the meal on the first date?
On the first date,
Yeah.
most of the time, yes, but it also depends. If she wanna ask you on the date, if she asks you like, "Oh, you trying to go out to eat?" I wouldn't say then you like that's an exception. Like, all right, maybe I don't have to pay for your food. But a lot of times, definitely on the first day, a lot of times, yeah, you do got to pay for it.
So only if she wants to take you on a date, then
Like if she asks you, like if she asks you for a date and actually like asks like you to take her on a date, she asks you to take her on a date type shit. Then it's questionable whether you have to pay for it or not because she hit you up to try to take her on her date. She didn't like she don't know how your money looks. She didn't like how she know I had enough money to pay for you or something. You asking me to take you on a date. At that point, I'm thinking, all right, you got food. I mean, you got money and I got money, so you just want to be with me, just go out to eat with me. That's all.
okay.
Because the girl asking kind of implies that she has money, right? I want to guess that it's implying that she has money.
So, but if you like, if you wanted to take her out on a date, like you would pay for it.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So, describe the and um, I mean, we all know like the perfect girl doesn't exist or whatever. But like, describe your definition of like the perfect girl, like in your eyes.
the perfect girl in my eyes.
Yeah.
Um, very like understanding. Someone like that's not biased. Like she understands. Like she thinks of things from both sides. Like she think of my from my point of view after she thinks from her point of view. Uh, to be honest, I don't know. I honestly I wouldn't know because I'm such a big personality guy that I can't just say how I go. It just really remains on the personality.
Okay.
So I can't even really say what the perfect girl would be for me. I would just name personality wise.
Okay. But personality plays like a big part in it.
Yes, a big chunk, that
So,
piece.
but what else do you look for? Because you said that like like a girl that's very good at conversating, and like I said before, 100% agree with you on that. So you look for
Yeah,
the
and that does with
conversating side of
personality.
it, and like, but what else though? Like
Hmm.
this, besides only good conversation, like somebody that's like funny or like
I like I like what else in the personality?
yeah,
I mean, yeah, like she can be funny and someone like I want to say someone I can still talk to as in like we friends or something. Like just someone I can legit vibe with, you know?
okay.
Like yeah, they funny and stuff.
What about a girl that like over talks?
Over talks.
Yeah.
It depends on what she's over talking about.
Okay. Like, what if like Wait, no, no, wait, no, no. Obviously, you wouldn't. Then I was gonna say, what if like you feel like she talked so much that like you really could like get a room to like get words in type.
Yeah, that throw me off.
So like that's dead. Like that's just like
Yeah, did
okay. I feel you. Would you ever start a YouTube channel?
no.
Is this not something that just like interests you?
Yeah, I wouldn't stay on it. That wouldn't be something I stay dedicated to. Like if I was to do a YouTube channel, I'd probably drop it like some once a month. if even
I
that.
mean, that's not bad. Like, I mean, well, nah, that is kind of. But I mean, some, people, other content creators, like,
Yeah.
they do different stuff. Everyone's different.
And I'm too worried about like making other people happy and stuff. I wouldn't know how to be original. I wouldn't know what I would like to do. I'd be too worried about like making my viewers happy, making my subscribers happy. It's like I would be someone I'm not. It's like I just have a fake face the whole time.
Really?
Yeah. Cause like I said, like comes by the thing, even like with a girl, like I'd be too focused on making her happy. It was just like fall into
So
that.
you'd act out of
If
like,
it's for the viewers,
oh, okay. But I mean,
yeah.
nah. But don't you think that like just like just being yourself or whatever? Like you don't think that like I mean just
Who says everybody finds my personalities nice? Like who says everybody finds me being myself is funny or interesting? Right. Who says I can find myself funny? Who says I have who says I think I have an interesting personality?
okay. But I
Like
mean,
it's just
but you don't think that's gonna end up like just like worsening yourself?
I do. I know that's exactly what's gonna happen. That's why I can never see myself doing YouTube because of that reason.
Hmm.
Like just me just trying to like make everybody else happy, just trying to fake something I'm not. I feel like that's gonna backlash me in a way. That's gonna backlash off my personality. Definitely, if I meet any fans in real life and they realize I'm not actually how I am on YouTube, like, you know what I mean? I
Okay.
won't want to fake something just for everyone else.
I mean, I guess. Um. So, what? Is there anywhere that you would want to move to?
Actually, no, nowhere specific.
So you would just stay up in the GI, the big A.
I won't say I'll just stay in there, but like right now, I can't think. It's not a place that I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna move there when I get older. It's not. I don't have any places in mind like that.
Okay. Are you a big sneakerhead?
No,
So like when you get shoes, like where would you normally like shop at?
I mean, yeah, when I get shoes, I go like Foot Locker, and
Oh,
yeah, I go to those big shoe brands, places like Foot Locker, I mean, I'm not good with like the name of the what the stores. I just know. I just recognize like, oh, okay.
okay. All right, all right. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
The most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Uh, God, golly, shit. I don't. Mm, I'm not gonna say this is the most embarrassing thing, but this, I guess, this is just what I can think of at the time.
Cause I have one in my mind too, but I want to hear what you gonna say first.
Oh, in your mind about me? That was
Yeah,
embarrassing.
yeah. I want to see if it's
Uh,
the same thing.
now that got me thinking. I want to say my senior year of football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. I was. I had a concussion, so I was sitting out the
Oh,
game, like no equipment. Then my team got in a little fight with the other team, a team fight. So I ran over there with no equipment and got smacked in my head with a helmet. And came back with a fat ass goose egg on my head, and everybody was laughing at me and stuff like, damn. I
oh,
was,
damn. That wasn't what I was thinking. You know what I
what
was thinking about?
was you thinking of? Yeah, let me hear it.
I remember the time you said that you was in like I don't know, it was either middle school or elementary, and like the principal told you to like to bend and touch your toes and you couldn't.
Oh, I forgot about. Yeah. That gotta be it. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
So that's the most embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
First of all, why was your teacher even?
Yeah, definitely.
Why was the principal even telling you to bend over and touch your toes?
Because back then, every like when the class get in trouble, the like principal will walk in with a paddle and he'll tell everybody to bend over, touch your toes, so he can walk past you and smack your ass with the paddle.
They was doing that back in your school.
Yeah, most definitely.
What? Like what else did they do?
Maybe for like that's all I really remember. I remember having to do. I remember talking to a military guy having to do push-ups because I cussed out my teacher. So I remember that too.
Was it, This was this a public school?
Yeah, I didn't go to private school until I got to high school.
Really? They did that in public
Yeah.
schools? I didn't. Cause the only time I ever heard about that, cause like you know me, I used to be in like Jamaica for a little bit, when I was in like
Hmm.
kindergarten, first grade type, and they would like they would hit you over there, like they would like you get hit with a ruler or something like that or whatever and whatnot. They used to do that
Hmm.
over there, but I never knew in America they like did anything like that.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
never knew that.
Definitely. Got my fair share of paddles back in school.
All right, so do you have any fears right now?
Any fears?
Yeah.
I mean, besides just water and heights.
Water.
Besides that, yeah, it's not like I'm scared of water. I can't take a shower or something. Like big bodies of water.
Also
Yeah,
like a pool, like
I won't say a pool, but like a lake or even a pond, an ocean and stuff like that.
you think like an alligator's gonna pop out or something?
No, I just nigga almost drowned like 5 times in my life,
Really?
and that shit is a painful feeling.
Can you swim?
I, I want to say yes, but if my life is in danger, I don't think I better save myself. So I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say no.
You know, I feel like I know what you're feeling because one time I remember, man, I was probably like 6 years old or whatever, right? And I remember
Hmm.
like they had swimming classes, and then like normally we would always be around like the shallow end type shit. Like and I'm like this was a giant pool area, so all of the kids were supposed to be around the shallow area. And I think I remember they had like I think it was like 14 inches or something like that all the way at the deep end. I think it was even more than that. And I remember just like just being the type of kid that I was, just very adventurous. I just went off, and then like I was just by myself, and then so I like, but I had a paddle on me though, like so like you know I was kicking my legs and stuff.
Hmm.
But like I just remember the fear that I felt like beneath me, so I think I know what you're talking about. I feel like I know what you're talking about because like it
It's
just
just like,
yeah, it felt like danger just below me, like it just like it felt
yeah, like it's nothing there. I can't touch nothing. It's just like I'm just floating there. I'm finna fall in the abyss.
yeah, exactly. Like it
So
just felt like there was like just nothing but darkness. Like I feel like if I lost my paddle or
right,
like my thing, like I was done. Like it. So I can understand.
exactly.
I can understand what you feel. So it was like just like that, like growing up.
Yeah, cause like almost like I said, I almost drowned way too many times growing up,
Okay.
and got to the point like yeah, I don't want to ever get like I don't ever want to put myself in that situation to even get in that situation. You know?
But nah, I think that's a fear you could overcome because I mean I overcame that fear. Like I used to take a lot of swimming classes like growing up. So I mean, but yeah, you don't.
So you mean like a fear that I can't overcome?
Well,
So you
um,
mean,
I wasn't just. But I was saying that I feel like that's like I'm not trying to sound disrespectful, but I feel like that's like something like small. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like that's
mean,
something that you can come over like
yeah,
more easier. You know what I mean? It's just like a mental barrier. Like
yeah. Then we talking about fears that's not mental barriers. Then no, I don't really fear any. I mean,
so
fear is just a mental barrier
well, yeah, in
anyway.
itself, yeah, you're right. But you said water and then what heights?
Yeah.
Um, you know, is it really you're just afraid of heights or just like you'd be afraid of falling from the height?
Hmm. I mean, what's the difference?
I mean, like I think there's a difference because like just you could just be like just on top of like of a tall ass building and be like oh shit like is a tall building like you know like but like being scared like I'm on top of the tall building like oh my god like I don't want to fall like I mean
Okay, I guess you can say I'm just scared of falling there because like yeah, I mean if I was on top of a tall building I would be scared. Like if I'm on it, like if I can see
the
the
ground.
bottom, or like when it's like see like not even see the ground, if I can see it falling, or like just look down, for me to look down from my height, then I'm scared. Like if I'm not secure, pretty much. Like I can be on the airplane and be just fine. I can look out the window on the airplane and not be scared not once
Okay,
because I
see.
feel like I'm secure.
Oh, okay. See, and that's another thing I was gonna say. Well, there's so much people that I've heard say I'm scared of heights, I'm scared of heights, I'm scared of heights, and I never understood that because like even from like when I was little, like I used to take plane rides every year. You know what I mean? So like I just it's never like something
Hmm.
that I was really like scared of. You know, like
Because like you ever like this kind of crazy thought, but I heard a lot of people get this thought. Like you ever been by something or like been by something dangerous and you just think to yourself, like, or like even ever had a knife like, dang, like what if I just stab myself? Like it's
um
not even a big thought. Just like just certain things. Even just something dangerous, like, oh, like what if I just jumped in this water? Or what if I just punched a police officer right here? Just certain things that you know like you're not supposed to do, you know that can be your life in danger, but just cross your head. Just that one thought, like, wow, what if this happened?
well, to the knife situation, I mean, not necessarily. Though, well, I used to kind of have a fear of like holding a knife back when I was like a little kid, and that's just because like my mom put like a lot of fear in my heart when it came to a knife and like holding it. So like I was scared of like holding a knife like as a little kid and shit. But like
All right.
nah, I wouldn't. Nah. You said so. What
It's
if you
just
ever
what,
did it? So yeah. So how does that go back to the height?
cause like if I'm like okay, if I'm standing on a near a rail that's very tall, like let's say high up in the sky, and if I want to jump, I can jump. Yeah, I am scared. I am terrified that I'm that high up, but it's still
Wait.
something
Who
in
said
my
anything about
head that's
jumping?
like, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like I said, like just some things like things that put you in fear. Like same thing, you had a knife. You wouldn't worry about holding a knife unless you're thinking to yourself, "Oh, what if I'm gonna stab myself?" Like same thing at heights. You wouldn't worry about being high up on heights unless you're worried about two things: that you'll end up jumping off, or that you're gonna lose your balance and fall off.
So what if
Type shit.
so what if like your dad, like what if you were just standing like on this gigantic, ginormous building, and like you was just looking down and you was just like, oh my god, you scared. What if your dad like or somebody I don't know like some big bodybuilder just grabbed your head and was like, no, look, you're gonna look at this, you're gonna look down, you're gonna look at this, and you're gonna face your fear. Like, how would you feel?
I might end up jumping. To be honest, I'm like
Wait, why?
because of because it's just because like it would just be a fear in my head, like, oh, I'm scared I might end up jumping. You know,
Wait, you're scared that you're gonna end up jumping?
it's like I said that thing, like with different fears and stuff. Like you might end up doing something that you're not supposed to do, like something that's dangerous. Like because like he's put my head there, it's in my thought, like, dang, I'm scared. I'm this high up. Like, what if I jump? What if I jump?
But you know if you jump, you're gonna die. So
I don't. Okay,
you're not gonna
I'm
die from punching a
told
police
that.
officer. I mean, that's nothing you
Listen,
should do.
listen. I'm told that I'm going to jump if I die. It's like when you're a kid, you're told not to do something, but you never actually tried it before, so you still try it anyway.
But
You know,
but
like
but
this
history
is like
shows of people going off buildings and
you
dying.
right, you right. But I never jumped off a building and
So
died
you think something
before.
different
Like
would
I know in
happen?
my heart, like no. I'm just saying it's just something so like it's just so psychological. It's like I know I'm going to die, but at the same time, it's like my head, I know I'm going to die, and my heart, I know I'm going to die, but my body doesn't know that because my body never been through that. So like it's just like a rush, like pretty much like a rush of adrenaline. Like it's adrenaline rush. You know,
What?
when your adrenaline pumping, you get the like when your adrenaline pump, you get to doing stuff. You get gutsy. It
What?
also goes like with the state of your mind. Also goes like what state of your mind is in. Like if you're in a negative place, just you see,
So does this go back to like
like if
suicide?
you're in a negative place, yeah, even so, even want to put it like that, even if you're in a negative place and like just even that's even in your thought. I'm not saying I was at the time. Maybe like I never like valued it enough.
So you just said okay. All right, hold on. So all right, so you said that right now, that if that happened, you would probably want to jump. So are you like, are you are you kind of suicidal right now?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Is like I really don't know how to understand. It's like It's just I'm there. It's just like something. I guess like being in the moment. I'm being in the moment. I'm not thinking straight.
But jumping off a building when you know you're gonna die. Like I don't.
And if somebody has my head down there and trying to make me face my fears, I will probably end up like jumping off or falling off.
No, but the person's holding you though. They just want you to just. They're holding you, making sure you're good, but they just want you to just make sure you're looking down at the ground.
Then like, nah, I still I
You still would want to jump.
yeah, I'm not gonna say I would want to jump, but my it's like my body impulses would be to jump. My mind is telling
From
me no, but the
what?
impulse of my body is with I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just something I have to figure out myself. But I know like
Yeah,
my body, like my
because
impulse would be to
I
jump.
honestly I don't understand that. I actually I don't. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. But even going back to the police officer, like, but I don't see how that can relate to one another because punching a police officer, like, I'm pretty sure we know the outcome of that. That like, there's gonna be assaulting an officer. Like, you, I'm probably gonna go to jail, whatever the case may be. Like, like, why would that even be something? Like, so that's something you thought about? Like, well, I mean, okay, I know what you mean by that. Like, all right, like, I mean, but it's not something like you would want to do, right? But it's just like, yo, like, what if
Yeah, like it just be impulse like, yo, like what if I did as just jumped from here? Like would somebody try to
what?
like would somebody try to stop me?
Bro,
Would my
you think this is like some Superman movie or some shit? Like somebody gonna come
no,
up?
nah, it's not even like that. It's just I think it's just something psychologically. Maybe something psychologically I have to figure it out with myself.
Okay. All right. So.
Cause like all right, like if I seen somebody try to jump, no, even if they want to commit suicide or not, I would stop them. I would like try my best to stop them. So me just thinking that, I would probably think to myself, okay, even if I do listen to my crazy thoughts and do try to jump, somebody's gonna stop me. It's just something like that. It's just like fighting your inner thoughts type shit.
So you're saying that you're doing it because you would want to see how other people would react?
Not that it's like I'm doing it to like because it's like I'm doing it off the impulses because my impulses are just telling me to jump for some reason. But also I'm like 100% sure somebody's gonna stop me. So it's like, okay, I'm doing it's like doing that with somebody and your life is on the line, right?
You said it's
But
like
you're
doing a
like
bet with
100%
somebody.
certain. Like it's like you're doing a bet with somebody
Okay.
and your life is on the line, but you're 100% sure that you're going to win the bet, so you take the bet anyway,
Um.
even though your life is on the line.
But you just said if the
It's like
person was
just
holding you down, you would jump. So how is that 100% sure you're gonna win the battle?
he's holding me down. So I would think even if I attempt to jump, he's holding me down, so I wouldn't
But
jump
why
either. I
would
wouldn't be
you?
able to do it
But
anyway.
why would you even get the instinct like, yo, I want to jump?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, maybe just something psychological.
Okay, so those are the only two fears right now.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't really
Um.
feel nothing else really.
Um. What about? Well, I mean, you said none, but I was gonna say like, what about like being alone? Like, cause you know that's like a big fear, like for people and stuff like that. Well, I mean, I think you said earlier
Being
that
alone.
like you were content with being alone, like right?
Yeah, now it's just to the point like I mean, it will bother me being alone, but it's not to the point that I'm scared of being alone.
So what if you ended up being the only person on Earth?
Only person on earth.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear a real answer? You want to hear a fake answer?
I already know the real answer. I already know it. As soon as I ask you,
What's the real answer?
like you just gonna kill yourself.
Exactly.
But like, but, okay, but like, but don't you think it would be like interesting though? Like,
No.
I mean, I yeah, I guess it wouldn't to be honest, cause I mean,
Like you're literally on there by yourself. Anything you do, if you do a backflip off a bridge, who gonna be like, oh my god, he just did a backflip. Did y'all see that? Like literally.
I
Unless
mean,
you just really love yourself that much. If you that like that narcissistic about yourself,
I
then
mean, I
maybe
guess
somebody
because
can do that.
I mean, I know me personally, it would probably drive me crazy. Like I probably, yeah, I probably would go crazy. But like, I mean, yeah, damn. Like you wouldn't even try to like at least try to make the most out of it for like a little bit of time. Like just straight up like, all right, like I'm just gonna find the tallest building and just jump off.
The me making the most out of it would be me doing something very dangerous. That'd be me making the most out of it. And if I
What?
survive, I'm on to the next. Yeah, it's just at that point you living like you're yellow. You living on life on the edge. At that point, I'm the last one alive. I'm living life on the edge.
But okay, I didn't mean like that. Like, what about doing something like? Because I know me personally, this is I'd probably do. Like, what about like I don't know, like imaginary friends, like talking to mannequins or something, or like drawing faces on like soccer balls or something, and acting like that's your best friend or something like that. Like what about something like stuff like that?
Yeah, probably like have them like as my fake friends while I'm doing all this dangerous stuff. But I would not sit there and have a whole conversation with them. Like maybe if I'm on the middle of a plane finna jump off and I got a mannequin in my head like, oh, you ready for this, buddy? Like maybe something like that. But I wouldn't be like sitting at a coffee table. I wouldn't be sitting at a coffee table talking to him or something.
Okay. 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 All right. All right.
Like you
Okay. I mean, I mean, I guess, I can't even. All right, I guess. So, what is your biggest strength and biggest weakness?
my biggest strength is I would say my biggest strength is understanding
Mm-hmm.
and my biggest weakness is caring too much.
Like, so you feel like caring like more than like you should?
Yeah, just caring too much about certain things I shouldn't care about, certain things I shouldn't let bother me. I just care too much.
Like with with people?
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
let's say if I'm in a race with somebody, right? And if I win this race, I get $10 billion, and I'm racing against somebody who also gets $10 billion, but they're doing this because I don't know, maybe they want to start a business or something, or like maybe they need money for their mom or something.
Okay.
That would really bother me, and that would stop me from winning because I care too much about that person, about how that person would feel after they lost. Like I would care too much about my actions affecting people.
Okay. I mean,
So it's like I feel like my actions affect it. Like
okay,
I
because you
don't
would feel
know.
like that
I
person
could,
needs the money more than you do.
yeah, and like just with certain things and all. Like yeah,
I don't think that's a bad thing,
yeah. I
to be
mean
honest.
it's to a certain extent it is. To a certain extent
Well,
you
that
don't need to care about
situation,
what
I
people care
mean,
about you. Yeah, not with that situation, but even there's other things like like I said, I could have went to LSU, the team that won and shit for football. Yeah, I didn't want to do football, but if I didn't have a girlfriend at the time, I would have went to LSU. I would have went there, but because I had a girlfriend and because I was too worried about how she would feel about me being away at a different college, I didn't. I let that stop me.
okay.
Like if I got like opportunity, like if I had an opportunity to go somewhere right now and get a whole lot of money and they Avante told me they felt something like some way about it because I'm just going there type shit like won't be cool no more because of it. I would stay here because they told me how they would feel about it
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I see that
instead
as
of
a caring too much. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see that. I see that. I mean, your heart's in the right place, but yeah. I
yeah,
can see
but
that as caring too
that's not
much.
always the right case.
Yeah. I can see I can see that then. Would you say was your biggest? You said understanding.
Yeah, my biggest understanding.
So like just understanding how other people like so basically like understanding other people's feelings and like
Yeah, because a lot of times if something happens to me or if I'm like it's an argument going on, 100%, I want to say 100% of the time, I'm going to, before I say anything or put my output, I'm going to think of it from their perspective. And if I don't understand it from that perspective, I'm going to ask questions about the things that I'm not sure about so I can get a better understanding.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So,
Right? Like,
um, so with the caring part, like, do you think like, do you think like you'll ever start like caring less?
I mean, yeah, like right now, like I'm working on it right now. I'm not gonna say it's easy,
Yeah.
but I'm working on it right now.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So, all right. Okay. So, you I remember we talked about this one time, and I remember I wrote this down because I was like, all right, I want him to talk more on it. So, I remember we was just playing the game, and then cause you know how you be on the game. Like sometimes like if we playing Paladins or something, and then like you gonna be like, what's take you so long to start it up? What's take you so long to start it up? Can you start it up? And I remember, and then I said
Mm-hmm.
to you,
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, damn, like what happened to your patience? Like what's making your patience run so thin? And then you said women. So like. So to touch on that part, like women took a lot of patience out of you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Really did.
Um,
Because of my last relationship, I was patient with her. I was patient with her, thinking that she would change, like the way things between us would change. And I was like very patient. I told you I waited a year before I was able to go out with her because of her parents. I even waited like a year to even have sex with her. It's like it was so much patience put into that just for no outcome. You know?
So, all right. I don't know if you really wanted to talk about this or not, but I'm gonna just ask. So, like, what was the okay? But not, I don't even want to start there. But like, let's talk even before that. So, like, even like women before that, like, how did like women like before her like ruin like your patience and whatnot? Like,
It's just like,
yeah.
cause it's just still the same thing. It's like so with certain girls, you can be patient with them. You can like okay, like yeah, you can pay, like they get mad over some things that's stupid and stuff. And you be patient with that, thinking that's going to like they're going to change. But once that patience has no outcome, once there's no reasoning to that patience, like when you're literally just being patient for nothing to change or happen, that just gets you to the point like, okay, what's the point of me being patient now? I don't have any more patience. Me being patient end up just me at the long run is not getting nothing outcome. If it's something that needs to change, it has to be spoken about right then and there.
All right. So to your ex now. So how long were you two together?
Like 2.5 years.
All right. What what ended up to what led to that relationship ending? If you want to talk about it.
Uh, to be honest, I guess you can just say her losing feelings from realizing I'm not what she really wanted. And also could have been me too about my personality too.
Wait,
Well,
wait, hold
like
on,
to
wait.
sum it out,
You said like she wasn't what you wanted. So like you, but I mean two and a
yeah, I
half
guess
years though.
she just
I don't
wasn't
think that's
feeling.
something that like she's not something that you wanted.
You like,
But like for 2.5 years though, then she realized that. Like what was she looking for before? Like what?
I mean, I'm not gonna say not some. I'm not gonna say not something I wanted. Just maybe she just lost feelings, but maybe she realized like,
Just lost
okay,
interest.
yeah. And I'm not gonna say when we got together, we were younger. Like we got together in junior year in high school, so maybe she could have matured and realized it's not what I wanted. I'm not gonna say I was like the perfect boyfriend and shit.
Okay. Yeah. But you know because this is what you had told me and this is what I never said anything but like I this is what I was thinking. So I remember you told me that she said that what was it? That that like if it continues like this like I'm gonna find feelings for somebody else. Like right?
No, it was around the time when me and her pretty much was breaking up,
Okay.
and I told her like, okay, I don't want mine waiting for you type shit, and she pretty much said, I don't want you to wait for me because who am I to say that I don't find feelings for someone else while you waiting, and I want you to wait for no reason.
Okay. So she wanted to take a break.
No, 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 no.
Oh.
I guess she wanted a breakup, but I was trying to
Oh.
I was trying to push the breakup to just a break instead, in a way.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Did y'all used to like argue a lot, or
I mean, yeah, we used to argue. I wouldn't say a lot. I say, I mean, yeah, we used to argue over stupid stuff.
okay? But you, because this is what I felt from it. But I said I'm gonna ask you. Did you feel like she like was talking to somebody else and was like getting feelings for
No,
like some? You don't think that?
no. One thing I could say about her, she legit was, she was loyal. She was very loyal. I get that to her.
Okay, all right. I mean, yeah, all right. That's fair, I guess. But so overall, you could just say like, well, you just said it. I don't know why I'm still talking. You just said it. That she just wasn't just. It just wasn't like she just wasn't feeling it no more.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah.
Okay. So, what do you what do you feel like you learned from that experience?
You can't, you can't be in a relationship without self love.
So
I mean, you can, but that's not very healthy for you. And that I feel
so
like
you
that's going to end
so
up
you
bringing
loved yourself
destruction
like way
to you.
more than you loved her. That's what you're trying to say.
No, 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 no. I loved her way more than I love myself. Is what I'm saying.
That's what isn't that what I just said?
Without
What
self
did I
love,
say?
no. You said I love myself more than I love
Oh
her.
no, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, you loved her more than you loved yourself. That's what I meant to say. My bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. 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 Alright. So, um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about that topic or switch it. I don't think there's nothing more I really have to say to be honest. So, um, so would do you think you could ever do you think that would ever happen again? Like you would ever like love a girl more than yourself?
Uh, yeah, I can see that happening again. Right now, I can see that happening again because I still haven't, I haven't solved that stuff about myself yet. I haven't found out that stuff about myself. So yeah, right now I can see that happening again.
Um, are you talking to other females right now?
Mm, I won't say I'm talking to any other females, but I'm talking to a female right now. She knows that I like her a lot,
Oh,
but we're not talking like on that stage, like not even on talking stage.
but so you told her that you like her,
Yeah, she know how I feel about her.
and what did she say?
Uh, you know, it's been understood. My feelings for her been understood for a while. The time I told her I felt about her was like sophomore year, and at the time she was with somebody, so she wasn't trying
So
to
this
do
was
like
before like
she told me.
the previous girl. You told her.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
and this girl's my best friend, and I talk to her every day, type shit.
Okay. So like, wait, did you even? Yeah. So like, what did she say? Like, I don't know if you answered that or.
I mean, it's like when I tell her, it's not like I'm telling her and looking for a response. It's just like I'm just telling her, just to let her know. Because I even told her off the back, like, yeah, I do, like, I like you, but to be honest, I'm not looking for a relationship, like, type, yeah.
Okay. So that's what you told her. So you think that like if you was ready for a relationship with her, like she would be down with it?
No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how she feels about me.
Oh. Okay.
I never asked her how she felt about me either.
Are you curious to know? Like, would you want to know?
Right now, I'm not. I want. Nah, right now, it's just like it is what it is.
Okay.
Regardless of whether she likes me or not, I just like, just as a person, is that wouldn't change anything. She's the type of person I can say things like that with her. We can have conversations like that, and she wouldn't act differently because of it.
Okay. So what angers you most about a person?
About a person,
Yeah.
when they have an ignorant mindset,
Okay.
when they let their past things, their past experiences influence greatly on their outlook on things.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, real quick. So, you said what people that are ignorant.
Yeah, like ignorant with certain things, like when they let their past experiences
Oh, okay. Yeah,
affect the
yeah.
outlook they have on things.
Okay. Um. So, like, you think people like just should like like let go of their past?
I won't even say let go. I mean, always forgive, but never
Oh,
forget.
like or accept it for what it is, basically.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right, that happened. Like, wow. I ain't gonna let that change my outlook. I ain't gonna let that change me as a person.
I feel you.
Well, not drastically, at least. Not in an ignorant way.
Alright. So, if you could,
Like, you know what?
oh, my fault. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
No,
I'm
no. I was
good.
gonna
I'm
I was
listening.
gonna switch topics, so you just
I was just gonna say, I forgot what I was gonna say now.
shit. It's all good, man. It's all good. So, all right, I'm gonna just go to the next one. Uh, so if you could pick three words to describe yourself, what would you say?
Hmm. 3 words to describe myself. What would I say?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, lost, confused, and caring.
Lost,
Yeah,
confused, and
lost, confused,
caring.
and yeah.
Um.
That would be the
Okay, so I mean, you touched on the caring part. So where does the lost and confused like come in?
lost is just like I'm lost in how I feel. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what's the point of me being here right now. I don't know why am I waking up every day. I don't know why I should try to look for a job. I don't know. Like I'm just lost. Just lost in the meaning of life.
Okay.
Being
Um.
confused is like, hmm?
No, go ahead. Confused is like.
It's just like I'm just confused on what to do, like on how to fix this. Confused on like this. I'm confused. My mindset. Is my mindset actually right? Is the things that I'm chasing after even possible? Is it obtainable?
Mm-hmm. Um. So would you say like right now you like motivation?
Yeah, greatly.
Um. I mean. I understand. I mean, I feel you. I mean, cause I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's
Just
had
be
those
like that.
days where it's just like, bruh, like I don't really care anymore. Like this is normal. Like I'm over it. I mean,
Right type shit.
yeah. Um, are you just trying to see where it goes, and hopefully it like goes somewhere good? Like maybe you'll find something, and you know.
Uh, oh, I wouldn't even say that. Right now, I'm just here right now.
Okay.
Not like I'm looking forward to something. It's not like I'm hoping for something. I'm here.
All right. Well, I mean, hopefully when you go back to college, you know, like I feel like.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I still gotta sign up for college and stuff too, and that plays a
Yeah.
part in it. I need to get the motivation to take the initiative to even do it.
Okay. All right. So, what do you think that? What do you think that guys should understand about women that they don't?
What guys should understand about women that they don't?
Yeah.
That things that we seem little might actually be big. Like just because we think something is little doesn't mean that they think the same way. Just because we think something is little doesn't mean that they feel it's little. It's just things that guys would be like, "Oh, you tripping?" But if you think of a girl perspective, you can like understand like, okay, I can see why she's feeling this way about why she feels so strongly about this.
Okay. Okay.
And it's just like, yeah,
What do you think that like when you first meet a person, what do you think like they think about you?
uh, when I first meet it, probably like probably say I'm awkward or some shit.
Really?
Just depends. It just depends on the environment of me meeting them.
All right.
That really depends a lot on the environment and how I'm being introduced to a person, how I'm meeting just meeting them.
All right. What's the best thing you ever done for somebody?
The best thing I've ever done for somebody.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's not really. I guess not. I don't know. Cause you know it's been things like that. I've done a lot of I've done like I'm not trying to sound like a motherfucker somebody that's looking for a award or some shit. But, you know,
Yeah, yeah, I know
it's
what you mean.
been
Like,
quite a
because
times
you just
I've done
it's just stuff
like
that you do out
yeah,
of the kindness of your heart. Like, you know, you just do it. Like, you just.
like yeah. Even since I was younger, like it's been times like I remember when I was young, I had $20. I told all the boys in my class to be me in the bathroom. I gave everybody a dollar, and I ended up being broke that day. 'Cause I gave everybody a dollar. Or just the other day, my cousin's friend, he was with him. He didn't have gas money. So and like my cousin told me about it. It's like, all right, I felt kind. I could just give him $5 or $10. I gave enough to like fill up his tank, and I did that multiple times, just out the kindness of my heart, and it had shit to do with me. It just
Do you feel like
I don't know. I get
do you feel like people in
huh?
general should like do that more often?
Yeah. People should realize people in general need to learn how to be kind without reward. They
Yeah.
should learn how to get a satisfaction for being kind.
Yeah. So you feel like people just like look for something out of it, like, oh yeah, I did this for you, so.
Yeah, like yeah, everything doesn't need a reward. Like if you're doing something looking for a reward and you're not doing it out of kindness, you're not doing it out of sincerity. You're doing looking for something.
Okay. Um. So there was this YouTuber that I watched, and he was saying that, I mean, he's much more like older in age, and he said that he feels as though the the youth of this generation uh lacks drive and motivation to want to do anything, and he says that he feels as though that the the youth of today expects everything to be handed to them. Would you agree with that? Like, they don't want to work for anything; they just expect
Yeah,
everything to be handed to them.
yeah, I would agree with that, 100%.
Um, can you give an example of like a person, or like or of a situation that's happened, or like just what makes you think that?
Even to myself, there's been times that I'm sitting in bed. I'm stuck in a slump right now. There's been times I thought to myself, man, I wish I could just stay in my bed for the rest of my life and my parents just do everything for me. It's been times I thought that, and I think that just comes like out of laziness and maybe just being sad or depressed or something, or just maybe things being given to you when you was younger. It's been times like that I had that mindset that I wish things was just handed down to me type shit. Even now, I ask my people for money and shit.
Okay. All right. So, so boom. This is about to be the I'm gonna lie. This has been a riveting conversation. But uh oh, actually, wait, hold on. Another question. So, what is your definition of love? What do you think that it should mean?
Um, my definition of love, what I think it should mean.
Yeah.
Um, To be honest, I don't. To be honest, the word love, I don't know. It just is what it is.
Yeah,
It's just like
it's
if
very
you love
tricky.
someone, you can. I mean, like you love someone, you do things for them that you do out of the kindness of your heart. You're happy. You're just happy for them.
Yeah.
If they're sad, maybe you feel sad because you love them, type shit.
Okay. All right. So, I don't know if you could give me something or anything, but this is usually the questions that I usually cap it off with at the end. Just where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
In 5 years,
Yeah.
uh, oh, shit, I can't even tell you. Nothing
Um,
positive right now, but we working on it.
I feel you. I feel you. Um, just like I mean, I mean, what I see, I feel like cause you said you wanted to be a psychiatrist, right?
Mm, yes, yeah, psychologist, not psychiatrist.
Oh,
Yeah,
psychologist. Oh, my fault, bro.
yeah.
But I could see you really like helping people that really are in a like at a stuck spot in their life like how you are right now, and just
Hmm.
giving people the motivation or whatever they need to kind of get past that hurdle and whatnot. So yeah, man, just hey, well, I mean, all right, man. So it was really good talk, man. You know what I'm saying? This is probably gonna be the last podcast, probably because I don't think any other members would want to do this. I don't know, but hey, man, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being here.
Man, you know, man, anything for my bro, man.
Is there anything else you want
You
to
know,
say before wrap it up?
like any wise words or something.
Anything, man.
Uh,
What you got?
listen, y'all. A lot of people really worried about too much about making an image about themselves. Too worried about doing what everything else is doing. They're too worried about their past. They're too worried about their future. And just people just really need to worry about the present. Because when you worry about the present, you don't have to think about the past or the depressing things that happened in the past that brought you down. When you worry about the present, you don't have to worry about the future. You don't have to worry about what I'm gonna do with my life. If you just live life in the moment, that's where you really find happiness. And that's what I'm working on right now. But just try to live in the moment. Try not to get stuck in the past and the future, because that's not where you at. You need focused on where you at right now.
Yeah, and try to work on like what's to come and like.
Yeah. Even yeah.
Ooh, that's beautiful, man. Yo, Bebe signing out.